Nice flathead right there, yes. Hi y'all, good morning. That sun is getting ready to peek up over the tree line here. I've been on the water for about 30 minutes already trying to get us some bait, and I have us some, although not very much. But we're going catfishing today, y'all, and we're going to use some live bait. So I'm pedaling upriver a little bit here now. We're going to take a stretch of this ledge and just drift and use the live baits I've got. I've thrown the cast net, got us some gizzard shad and some thread fins. Also threw the ultralight for a little while because I saw some fish busting there. They were yellow bass, so I got some of those and some bluegill. So we've got a variety here in the bucket for live baits. Like I said, we just don't have many, but we're gonna make the most of what we got. So I'm heading up here now. We'll go up a little bit further, start our drift. Let's have some fun today, y'all. Well, here is our first bait going down. That is a live gizzard shad. He's probably in that kind of 6-inch range. I've got him basically on a downsized Carolina rig. We're going to be using the light tackle today. I've been really into the light tackle catfishing lately. So got a 2-ounce egg sinker, 15-pound fluorocarbon leader, and a small, I believe that's a number 1 size circle hook, I believe. So I've got him here. There's my sinker on bottom. I'm going to raise him up where he's just off the bottom. We're 39 feet. Right here where we're at, I'll show you. You see, over here in front of us is a flat that's a few feet deep. It comes off at a steep angle and runs out over here behind us into the bottom of the river channel. So if you notice here, you've got the flat, you've got really tight contour lines. That's a steep drop. And then about right in here, the contour lines kind of widen. And so you've got a steep drop here, you've got a break line, and then you've got a more gradual drop over here behind us. So what we're going to do, we're going to try to work that break line where it goes from a steep drop to a more gradual drop, and we're going to try to work it all the way down river here. Just using the current to drift with, which right now it's moving us 0.2, 0.3 miles an hour. So nice drifting speed. So I'm going to get another gizzard shad of the fish I have in that bucket right there. And I've just got a 5-gallon bucket with a bubbler on it. But of the species of fish I have in there, the gizzard shad are the least hardy. And they release their slime and scales and all that, and it dirties up the water. So I'm going to put another gizzard shad on this other rod over here to start with, just to try to get them out of the bucket. But like I said, we have gizzards, thread fins, yellow bass, and bluegill. So we got some variety to offer these fish today. But as long as they're alive, we're going to use the live baits, and as they die off, we'll switch over to cut bait this morning. And here goes our next bait. That one there is a little bit more lively than the last one. Well, let's do the same thing with him. This rod and reel setup, everything's the same on both of these rods. So I'm telling you, man, on this light tackle, we get a big fish today, we are in for a good time. I'm in my Hobie Lynx kayak, which is kind of more paddleboard than it is kayak, honestly, at least with the hull design. And it glides across the water, man. So any fish of really any size gets this thing on the move. Of course, the lighter tackle rods, they just double in half. So we're in for a good time. We hook into some fish today. And good news, if you're seeing this, it means we got on some. Oh, look at our gizzard right here. Something's got him, man. Something's got him. He's going down. Something just gobbled him up. I think it's a blue. It feels like he's rolling down there. Unfortunately, I think we're going to be starting out with a dink on that danged old gizzard shad, man. I had high hopes for him. It's all right, though. We're getting the skunk out early. Yeah, it's a tiny blue right there. Tiny thing. One of you's reach down there and unhook him for me, would you? Doggone him. Threw off our gizzard shad, too. You could at least left him on there dead, Blue Kitty. I'd have used him as cut bait. Well, there he is, the first one. Tiny old thing. We got nowhere to go but up from here. But the skunk is out, y'all. So I'm going to get another gizzard out of there, drop him down, and we just going to do the same thing. Something's after our gizzard shad. Oh, he got him then, didn't he? He got him then. Another live gizzard shad goes down. He's gobbled him up, man. This is another one, though, that I think is going to be probably about the same size as the daggone shad we were using for bait. Need these dinks to leave are smaller. I'd expect them on the... Yeah, he is. I expect them we use our thread fins, but not on these big gizzards. Oh well, we got more bait in there, but I think what I'm gonna do, I think when we rebait this time, I may put one of them yellow bass on. See what they'll do for us, mix it up a little bit. What do you think about that, Blue Kitty? You think that's a good idea, bad idea? You indifferent to it? You definitely seem to like that gizzard shad we had down there. He said he's starving, buddy. He'll have about anything. Yeah, let's get one of them yellow bass and see what he'll do. All right, there he is, just a smaller yellow bass. I saw some fish back there. I was throwing a net, getting some shad, and I saw some fish chasing thread fins. And I got my ultralight with me, so I put on a gulp minnow, a little 1/64 ounce jig head, and I was throwing over there. And sure enough, it was yellow bass, and I caught, I think I got 4 or 5 of them in there in the bucket. So that one there is one of the smaller ones I got. But it'll kind of mix it up a little bit because that gizzard shad I got over there on that rod's a little bigger. So we'll have a big bait, small bait, yellow bass, gizzard shad, you know, mix it up a little bit. But we're down here now, we're 45 feet. It's pretty consistent right through here, but as we get farther down, it's going to drop off a little bit more, and there's some fish right there along the bottom. But this area through here, it's going to drop off and get deeper down into a hole, and then we're going to come up and it's going to be shallower. And I'm taking a stretch of this and going on a drift today. If we get on a pile of fish, if I see some here on the graph, rods start going down, I'll pedal back upstream, try to come through them again. But otherwise, my plan today is just to go. Just take a stretch of the river here and just go with it and see what all we run into. Our live yellow bass is swimming from something. Something's after him. Something may actually have him right there. He's pulling awful hard. I think something maybe has picked him up and is coming up in the water column. I'm gonna just let him take him. Let that circle hook set the hook on whatever's got him, but something's swimming off with him, man. I'm too impatient. Oh, and I just pulled it out of the mouth too. I think he got our bait. Dadgummit. I got impatient, y'all. I botched it. All right, let's get another one on. Well, here's another one of our small yellow bass in there, so let's just send him down there and see if we have better success with him than we did his friend. Our yellow bass again. Oh, big takedown. Big takedown. He had that rod tip in the water, man. Oh, he wasn't down there long either. Something just gobbled him up. Oh, that's awesome. Let's see what we got right here. That's the best thing about this light tackle fishing, man. When they take a rod over, they take it over. Old yellow bass went down, buddy. He was not down there long. Our gizzard over here, I probably need to check him, see if he's still even on there. He ain't getting no attention. And this here, unfortunately, is another slightly bigger dink than the other ones we've gotten, but still a dink nonetheless. Look at him now. He's got himself tail lassoed here. You've done a hell of a job with yourself, fish. Come over here. Act like somebody. Danged old fish. Now get him undone here. He's probably going to bounce around and act a fool. Get out of your system. Go on. I know you're going to. There it is. I knew it was coming. All right, come here. Time to get you unhooked. You got to have some bigger friends down there today. You have to. I want to catch them on this light tackle. There we go. Yeah, Another dink. He's about to poop too. We got to get him going. Me bringing him in here like that. All right, hey, wait. Them yellow bass, buddy, they getting some attention, whereas gizzard shad over here, not so much. So let's put another yellow bass on and continue our drift. Oh, here goes this rod. There it goes, there it goes. I was lowering that gizzard shad back down. I just reeled him into checking. And this one goes down. This is our last small yellow bass here. I do have a bigger one in there though. And this one here feels like he might be a little better than the other ones we've reeled in thus far. He still ain't gonna be no monster, but he does feel a little heavier. He ain't really fighting much though. I just feel like I'm pulling in weight. Well, he's comparable size. There, now he wants to fight a little bit. I gotta finish lowering that other gizzard shad down over there. All right, well, gotta make a decision now, folks, since that was the last small, I'm pretty sure it was the last small yellow bass I have. I do have the bigger one in there. Oh, we'll see. We may put on thread fin. See what that'll do for us here. It's still fun seeing these light rods go over, man. I'm getting pretty into it. I'm gonna get my heart broke when we hook into a real monster, but in the meantime, fish like this are way more fun to catch on the lighter stuff than they are the heavy tackle. Let's mix it up. Let's try some of them smaller thread fin. I don't know if I've got any still alive in that bucket. The shad just don't do well in a small container. I'm gonna look in there and see, and if we got a live one, we'll use them. If not, there's that. I got some more here in that size, you know, 3-4 inch range. We'll put on some dead ones maybe if I ain't got a live one in here. I'm gonna take one of these dead ones. I don't have any more alive, so I'm gonna take one of these dead ones here, just kind of mash him a little bit with the pliers, get him bleeding, and drop him down. Fun fact, a last catfish trip, a shad that size right there, caught my biggest fish of the day, and it was a whopper, man. So we're gonna send that down and see what happens with it, and I'm gonna finish lowering our gizzard shad back down here. I don't know why he can't get eat. So something got our gizzard shad there. I reeled up to check him and he's gone. So here is our live yellow bass. That's our bigger one there. I'm gonna send him down and see if we can get something to eat him. It'll definitely take a little bit bigger fish to eat that yellow bass. I'm about to get another one right here on our left rod with, I've got some small shad on there right now, just a couple thread fins. I've had some. The thread fins get stripped, I assume, by small fish, just ripping them off the hook. Got our big yellow bass on the other rod over there, so I'm trying to do like a big bait, small bait combo right now, but unfortunately our shad that we have, they're all dead at this point, so they just don't do well in them small containers. Get out of here, you old blue cat. Go on now. There he goes. Tiny old thing. Well, let's see what else we can do. I may, let's put a bluegill on this time. What do you say? One thing about bluegill is they're a little bit more hardy. They can tolerate a bucket a little longer. So let's get one of them bluegill out there and see what we can get on it. That's actually a shell cracker. It was still kind of dark when I got him there this morning. I didn't realize it was a shell cracker, not a bluegill. But nevertheless, he's going down. He's probably in that 5-6 inch range. So let's try him out. Ultimately, every bait we have is going to get eat at some point. It's just a matter of time going down through here. Something's got our bluegill. Look here at our line. You see it swimming? It's come up in the water column and it's just slowly taking off with it. I'm gonna pick up on him. We got him. He was just, I never felt him hit. He ate him and was just slowly swimming to the left with him. That's on our, well, even bluegill shellcracker. Oh, and he just let him go. Oh, he's foul hooked. Dadgummit. Dadgummit. Let me fix him here. I'm going to put on a little bit bigger hook, too. I'm going to put a bigger hook on both of these things. Both of the hooks I've got on are just too small for these baits. This light tackle stuff is a work in progress, folks. All right, I got a little bit bigger hook on, and I'm just going to hook this shellcracker through the back here and just drop him down whole. He's dead now. Whatever had hold of him's killed him, unfortunately. But we'll send him down there whole and continue our drift. Here goes this rod now. Something's after him. Boy, that's a nice slow takedown right there. He's just sitting there with it, man. He's sitting there with it. Could that be a flathead? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out because I got him. That's a good one. That's a good one right there, man. That's a good fish. He's just sitting there with it. I switched out both my hooks a little while ago, put on a little bit bigger hook, put on a shiner hook I can set it with. So hopefully whatever we got here, I just drove that hook into him. It feels like a solid fish. We're 50 feet deep here. I had that thing just off the bottom, so it was probably 48 foot deep. I wonder if that's a flathead though, man, because he was just, you saw the rod just sitting there. And that's how them flatheads will oftentimes do. They'll just eat a bait and they just hold it in their mouth right there. I don't feel any rolling, man. I think this is a flatty. I think we just busted us a flathead, man. I'm just gonna hang on and enjoy the ride, man. With this light tackle, it's gonna take a little bit to get him in. And he's gonna be towing us around here on my glorified paddle board here, basically. Yes, sir, buddy. He's gonna take some line. This is why I have been so into this lately, because, man, it's a battle on this light tackle. You know, you get a big fish on the heavier catfish gear I normally use is a good time. But even some of the smaller fish are taking these rods over hard, and they're more fun, certainly. But when you hook into a big one like we've got here on this gear, I mean, it's just, it's a different level of fun. And, you know, you got to take your time with them. You can't be horsing them because you've got the lighter line, the thinner wire hooks. You kind of, the fish have a chance here. You just kind of got to battle them and see what you can do. And ultimately, we're going to get our heart broke some. We're going to break some line, undoubtedly. Maybe straighten some hooks at some point, you never know. I'm making progress on him here now a little bit. He's starting to come up. Boy, when he first hit it though, he was just down there. He's coming up now. He actually don't, as we're getting closer here, he don't feel as good anymore. He don't feel as big now. It is a flathead though. He's not nearly as big as I thought, but it is a flathead. All right, folks. We got us a flathead. I'll take it, man. Any day I get me a flathead's a good day. I would have swore he was bigger though. He felt really good initially. But as we tired him out, suddenly he didn't feel as good. Come here, Flatty. I may give you a little front camera time. What do you think about that? Would that make your day? He said it'd make his day if he got some camera time. Well, good job, y'all. You didn't tell me I had water spots on the dang lens. How long have those been there? Dadgummit. One of y'all should have been out there with a dang squeegee to clean off them water spots. Professional YouTuber here, you know. There he is, man. Small flathead. I thought he was bigger than what he turned out to be. Nevertheless, fun time, extra fun on the light tackle. I'm gonna let him go, and we'll see what else we got here in a bucket. We ain't got much left, but probably put on some of them dead shad, drop them down, see what else we can get, and then I'll either run back in this creek and try to net us some more shad, or maybe take the ultralight over here on the shoreline and see if I can get us some more bluegill. Let's get a release on him there. There he goes. He gone. All right, y'all, I'll fist pump flathead, man. That's awesome. All right, well, let's take some of these dead shad and stick on this hook and continue our drift here for a little while, and then I'm gonna make a decision on if we run over here and maybe catch some bluegill with the ultralight, or run back in the creek and see if I can net some more shad. We'll see. Oh, that one got hit. Something smacked it. That rod tip, it just stood up too. It's about to go down. It's about to go down, buddy. There it goes. There it goes. We got something. I felt him hit it, man. It's almost like he just engulfed it. Oh, it's on again, folks. It's on again. Here we go. This was that pretty much dead bluegill at this point. Oh, something just hit me over here on the shad. We about to be doubled, man. We about to be doubled. Look right here. I see them on the screen. Look at it right there. 51 feet deep. This one right here in my hand's another one that feels okay right here. We're gonna have to make another bait run here in a second though when we get these. Oh, there's a pile of them right there, man. You see that on the screen? Look at that. There's a pile of fish. Here he goes down again. Right here he goes back down. This is a good one in my hand. This is a good fish. He's going down and staying down, buddy. Oh, y'all. I don't want to tighten down too much on him because, again, I've just got that 15-pound leader. This is a good one. Hit that whole dead bluegill. I think that's what we're going to do. When I get this one in, we're just going to run right over here to the shoreline. That'll be quicker. I'll take the ultralight. I'll get us a few more bluegill, and we'll come right back over here and come through this area again. I should have got us more bait this morning before we got started. I just didn't want to spend any more time with it. I didn't come out here with anything. So I brought the cast net, ultralight rod. I tried to make quick work of it, but it seems like anytime you're short on bait or you don't have any, when you hit the water, things just take longer. That's the way it always goes. Well, we should be able to get some bluegill pretty easy over there on the shoreline. And since this one right here, which is going to be our biggest fish of the morning so far, since it ate a bluegill, I'm inclined to go get us some more. I've been doing good on bluegill lately. My biggest fish over the last month or so came on that threadfin shad, just a small threadfin. But for the most part, bluegill has been outperforming other baits for me. Even skipjack and white bass is one of the better baits I use this time of year. But lately, oh, there he goes back down again. This fish has got some strength to him, man. I'm just gonna let him run and hang on. I'm here to enjoy the ride, man. I'm here for this. Y'all wave at this boat as he goes by here. He probably ain't caught nothing all morning. He probably thinks I'm snagged on the river bottom right now. I'm gonna tighten down just a little bit more on the drag. try to get him up off the bottom here if we can. He says so much for that, he's just gonna take back off. Goodness gracious, this fish is strong, y'all. This is gonna take a while. We've got us a good one right here. We've got us a good one on. I don't know if it's a blue or a flathead. Whatever it was, absolutely thumped it though. I felt him hit, which you can, of course you in a kayak, man, you feel everything. But I felt him hit it, and then you saw the rod. I think it might be a blue. I felt like I felt him rolling then. Oh, y'all. I tell you, man, we got down here in this deeper water, 56 feet right now, which this fish has pulled us out a little bit. But coming down the ledge, it wasn't much happening there first thing, just a dink bite here and there, some stripped hooks. But we got down here, kind of deeper. Oh, that's another big flathead. That's another big flathead right there. This one's bigger than the last. That's a good one, buddy. That's a good one. Oh, buddy. That's what I'm talking about right there, man. Oh, he's all scarred up on his head too. Look at that. Oh, buddy, nice. Nice flathead right there. Yes. That's worth the trip, man. All right, y'all, here's where things get interesting. We've got to try to land this thing without breaking our line. Easier said than done. I'm gonna try to grab him before he thrashes. Oh, I got him, I got him, I got him. Bring him in, folks. Yes, yes. We switched back over to them dang shiner hooks. Man, I'm glad we did for this beast. Oh man, that's awesome. All right, man, let me get spun around here in the sun. We're gonna get some pictures. All right, folks, here he is in hand. Check that out. Is that awesome or what, man? He's all marked up on his head and face. He's been on a nest recently. All these fish now, though, it's time for them to all be off the nest. And it's awesome. On the light tackle, too. Man, that was fun. All right. There he is. All right, well, let's let him go. We're going to make a little bait run over here. Look at the inside of his mouth there, too, all red. I don't know what he's been eating. But whatever it is, it's tore him up. And there he goes. There he goes, the beast from the east, man. Y'all, 2 flatheads so far. All right. All I got left is just some small dead shad in there. Let's run over here to the shoreline with the ultralight, pick us off some bluegill, and get right back over here and hit them again. All right, let's put us a gulp minnow on our jig head here. It's a 1/64 ounce size, number 8 hook on my ultralight rod, 2-pound test line. And we'll just throw right in here on these rocks on the shoreline. See what we can get real fast here. I'd like to, and we got one hitting us right here. Oh, I just pulled out of his mouth. Wasn't ready for him. Throw back over there. I honestly, though, I don't care how big they are. That flathead there, the size of the fish he ate wasn't very big, like maybe 5-6 inches at the most. So whatever we get here, well, I say that, I'd like them a little bigger than this. I guess I should specify. But you know what I mean. It does. I don't necessarily need a big bluegill or anything. Let me get my camera mount out of the way there. But yeah, we'll just try to get us a few. Right there's one. The nice thing this time of year, when it's, well, really from spring through fall when the water's warm, the shallows are loaded with bluegill. And you can take your ultralight rod, and I like the Gulp, that's my favorite plastic. But you can do this, worms, whatever. These gulp are easy because I just keep them in a little cup here on my kayak. And they're always readily available, but, oh, I had another one hit me. But fortunately, you know, when you want to use bluegill, they're always available for you. There's one. And pretty much anywhere you fish, it's just, I wish I'd spent a little more time this morning. That way we wouldn't have to be stopping mid-trip to be getting us some more. But we're gonna make a few casts here. I'm gonna try to get maybe a dozen. There's another one. It won't take long. At the rate we're going, hopefully we'll find a few more better than this, but I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the bucket anyway. Nope, oh, we about lost one right there. You know, about let him get away. Thankfully he landed in the net. Let me put that net back over there. Turn my bubbler on there too. There we go. But yeah, we'll make a few casts here. Get us 10 or 12 and head right back over there to the same area we were getting them and just keep drifting on down further into that hole and see if maybe, I mean, we've had 2 flatheads in there, maybe there's some more. There could be a big blue in there as well. You just never know, man, but we know there are some fish over there and we know that they're willing to eat that bluegill, so. All right, let me just make a few more casts here and we're gonna get back to it. I'm pedaling back over here now, but I'm marking a bunch of stuff. Right here as we're starting to come up this ledge. So I'm gonna get us back over here. I got several bluegill there in the bucket. It didn't take long at all. So I'm gonna get us right back over here. We'll drift back down through the area where we got to Flathead and above, you know, set up above all these other fish here so we drift through them as well. Y'all, this morning's going well. Started out kind of slow. I mean, we covered a lot of water down through here. Just a dink here, a dink there, but boy, when we got down here, definitely more action and better quality. All right, here's one of our bigger bluegill. Just going in right on the back there, kind of shallow. And we'll do a bigger bluegill and a smaller bluegill. Although that one right there, you know, he's in that kind of probably 6-inch range, but I do have some in there a little bit smaller, so we'll mix up our sizes. Send them down live, see what happens. Oh, there's our bigger bluegill going down. Another slow takedown right there. Another slow takedown. I was looking at the other rod because the small bluegill was getting a little lively over here. It glanced back over and this one's going down. We're 56 feet here. I'll show you on the screen. You can see some more fish right there under us. This one ate the bigger bluegill though of the 2. I had of course the biggest bluegill I got's probably in that 6-inch range. Well, some of the others there are probably closer to the 4-inch range, so we went big and small. And this one's, he's gobbled up, man. It's fun, y'all. It's fun anytime you catch some fish, but I'm having a dang good time today. I'm into this light tackle stuff right now. I think it's gonna be a blue in my hand. I wouldn't be shocked though. We've got 2 flatheads right here. I wouldn't be shocked if we got another one. Oh. He ain't done. He said not yet. There's the bubbles from him coming up right there. I think it's the blue though. There's some more bubbles. It's gonna be a pretty good fish. Yeah, blue, fun sizer. A little fun size kitty. Quality's getting better, y'all. We started out with small fish, but the quality is picking up. This is another one right here I might give a little front camera time to if we can actually land him. Gonna have to check these leaders, make sure we're not getting any damage to them there with the tooth patch on these fish's mouths. They're going to wreak havoc on the smaller, lighter leader line, but you need, I'm going to put him back in that rod holder a second here while I get my glove on. You need the smaller, lighter line for these smaller hooks, because those small hooks there, you can't hardly thread heavy line through. So we're just going to have to take our time, be patient. I'll probably start bringing a net. I should have brought one today. Even though I don't like a net for the lighter tackle stuff, I think it's going to be beneficial. This one here's a good fish, man. It's a solid, fun size. Oh, right there. I just talked about breaking the line, and there he went. We just done it. Dang. That's my fault. That's my fault. When you grab hold of your line like that, especially a light line, and a fish goes to thrash, that's when you're at the biggest risk of him snapping your line, especially if there's any abrasion on it. And that one there with the fish we've caught was probably had some abrasion, and of course when he thrashed, then it just snapped it. There's no give, when you're holding that line solid, unlike when you don't have the fish, your drag on the reel will give it some, will let it go when the fish surges or thrashes. So my bad. That's going to happen with this lighter tackle. But let me get another leader tied on, and we're going to try it again here, folks. I'm having a dang good time. I don't care if we did lose that, and I'd like to have a picture with him, but whatevs. The day comes, we hook a 100-pound class fish. I'm going to be sweating it. It ain't going to end well for us, but I'm going to have to start bringing a net. That's what it boils down to. I'm going to have to start carrying a net here if we're going to do this light tackle stuff. All right, I got us another leader tied on here, so let's just go ahead and drop us another bluegill down right into these fish. 57 feet here now. I've drifted off kind of right in the middle. Oh, this rod's getting hit. As I'm lowering this one down, I've drifted off kind of off the ledge down into kind of the center of this hole, but I'm seeing some stuff down there. So we just gonna work around here and try to stay on this school of fish that I'm seeing. Oh, there goes that one, y'all. There goes that one. There goes that one. Here we go. I was reeling my other one in to check him. Something hit him. I wanted to make sure I still had bait on. And this one just goes down. One of y'all lower that other rod down there for me. Lower it back down. We'll get this one up here to the surface, and I'll put it back in the rod holder while we lower the other one back down. Something hit the other one. This one here I think is going to be a small blue. This was on the smaller bluegill. Should be getting close to him here. See him. Pretty sure it's going to be a blue. We'll know here in a minute. Yeah, it is. Well, blue cat right there. Let's set him back while we lower our other one. This one here, yeah, he got, this one here's seen better days, folks. That hook got put back in there, got foul hooked when he got hit. He's still flapping his gills a little bit. I'm going to just send him back down like that, and we'll have a whole dead bait, basically, because we're setting on, look right here where we're setting on, man. We're setting on top of them fish. So let's just send him back down like that while we work on our other one here. Just like that. Something's got him. Oh boy, big takedown. Big takedown. We'll set the other one back. I can't get that other one landed as this one just went down. Oh, yeah. I knew, I saw all them fish on the screen right there. I was like, it won't be long. And sure enough, man, we're on a pile of them right now. Right in the center of this hole, 57 feet. Man, it's exciting. This one's gonna be another small one though, unfortunately. Yeah, he's about the same size as the other one on the other side. Let's go ahead. let's go ahead and get him going. We're just gonna have to drop 2 more baits down real quick. We'll just get them both going. And... No, quit that now. I'm trying to let you go. A lot of people would eat you, you know it. You a perfect eating size. Not me though, I don't want to eat nothing out of here. This old contaminated water. Boy, that hook wasn't coming free. We had him hooked good. There you go. Yo, you don't get no front camera time being that small. You lucky you get chest camera time. Yeah, folks, we finally got down here and run into some fish, and now we're sitting here getting some. It just took a little while this morning to find them, but that's how it oftentimes goes when you're ledge fishing. You got to cover some water, and there'll be dead stretches. You won't have nothing going on, and then you'll run into a school like we've done here, and you can sit here and just whack them. All right, let's get another bluegill in here. Now, this is a tiny one right here, but you know what? We threw him in there, so let's make the most of him. Something will eat him, won't they? I guarantee you that thing will get eaten. Let's send him down. We'll get a bigger one and put on that other rod. We're going through the bluegill quick between the fish we've got and the ones that have hit me and knocked them off. We're going through them pretty quick here. I may have to make another run over there. At least we know there's a bunch of bluegill right over there on that shoreline. It won't take long to get them. Let me get that. That's a bigger one right there. Well, maybe not, but still. We'll get him on there and feed him to something. Old bluegill getting it done today. Not my favorite catfish bait, but it does work. And lately, it's been doing better than most baits for whatever reason. So, matters not to me. I just want to catch some cats, man. That's what I want to do. All right, get this one down here and we'll have both rods set again. Oh boy, I may have another. I do, he's got it, man, he's got it. Let's get him. He's headed downriver, y'all. I know for camera purposes, video purposes, it's been a few seconds since the last fish. But it's actually been closer to an hour for me. These fish that I was on, I'm off them. I drifted on down a spell and I wasn't getting bit, so I came back up and I went up to that next green buoy upriver here, and I've been drifting down again, and man, I ain't had a peck at the baits before this fish. The fish that we were on, man, I've got off of them. I can't get back on them. I don't know where they went. Well, thankfully, we got another one here, and I think he's got in my other line. We needed a tangle today. He did get in our other line. Here we have made it all morning without a tangle. And this fish has done gone and done it. First bite in forever. And he gets our other line too. Daggone your hide. Well, there the devil is. I could have done without that tangle fish. All right, folks, well, I'll tell you what. I think since the fish have skedaddled, I'm gonna do the same thing. But if you wanna stick around, when I get home, we gotta race Daphne the dog on her new electric bike. So if you wanna stick around and watch me and her do that, by all means. But it's been a while since I got a bite. The sun is up now, it's hot out here. So it's about time for me to go home, get some lunch, and call it a day. But thanks for coming with me today, man. We got us 2 flatheads. One of them was a nice one. There was something splashing over there taunting me. But anytime I get a big flathead, man, I go home happy. Here she is, folks, the star of the show, the main event, Daphne the dog, AKA the baby cheetah. Me and her, we're getting ready to race, folks. We're gonna put her brand new bike to the test. This is the King Bull Light Rider 2.0. And me and Daphne, when we get these new bikes, we like to race them. So we go over here to the power lines. We're gonna go full speed down the hill, around the property, back around the house, and whoever gets back over here first wins. So first, let me show you the bike here, kind of go over the features of the bike, what makes it stand out from the crowd, and then me and her, we're gonna have a race. So again, this is the King Bull Light Rider 2.0. This is a folding electric bike. It has hinges here on the handlebars and also a hinge here at the bottom of the frame, and that allows you to basically take this large adult-sized bike and fold it up into a compact package that can easily be transported in a car. If you're in a city, you can take it on a bus with you. You can really, and maybe if you're somebody, you got an apartment, a small living space, you can fold it up and get it out of your way. So really cool feature, but when you open it up, it's a full-size bike. Like, this is an adult-sized bike here. Now, it does have a step-through frame, so meaning you just got to lift your leg up that far and you're on it. So if you got poor flexibility, maybe you're an older person that has some mobility issues, very easy to get on and off of this bike. Now, it's got a 750 watt motor that's on the rear wheel here. Also got a cargo area here if you need to haul some stuff with you. The battery is up here in the frame. That's a 48 volt, 15 amp hour battery that'll get you up to 60 miles range on this particular model. It's powered right here on the left handlebar. You just hold that button down. That'll turn on your display screen. It's got battery life indicator, speedometer, odometer. You can see 0 miles, man. This thing's brand new. And over here in the left-hand corner is your pedal assist, which is operated on the left handlebar as well. And what the pedal assist does is the motor will kick in while you're pedaling and help you pedal. So if you're going up hills or inclines, make it a little easier on you to do that. And if you want to ride this thing electric only, you can just twist that throttle there on the right handlebar and go. Or if you want to ride it like a regular bike, you can, because it's got 7-speed Shimano gears here. So all in all, very good looking bike, very cool. These folding bikes, they're very unique design. This model also, let me touch on this real fast. You see the headlights there is on. It's also got brake lights that are integrated in as too. So when you squeeze the brakes, these light up. So if you're riding it out on the road, very cool safety feature. So all in all, this is a great looking bike. But here's the thing, folks. Can it beat Daphne the dog? Speeds up to 28 miles an hour. Is it fast enough to beat the baby cheetah? Let's go find out. Are you ready? All right, she's ready, folks. Let's go. Down the hill, she's off to an early lead as always. She's got lightning fast speed off the brake. Look at her over there cheating too. That dang old cheating dog. She cut over half the course. I had to slow down going down that hill too. I ain't no evil Knievel, man. Let's see if she gets distracted over here. Maybe we can make up some ground. All right, she's distracted over there. Nope, she's back in the game. Y'all admire my garden here as we drive by. Let's see if we can. You done cheated half the course, dog, but I'm gaining on you. I'm gaining on you. Oh, look at her making a last minute surge there to beat us. Doggone it, you dog. Now she's gonna probably eat the tires, ain't she? You an ornery old dog. You cheated, then you taunted us, and now you eating the tires. This dog's something else, folks. There she is, my old cheating dog right here. Cut off half the course and still claiming victory, folks. That's how she is, but at least we wore her out. That's one of my favorite things about having these electric bikes is being able to chase her around the yard and wear her out, because she's a very high energy dog, and these are really good exercise for her. But anyway, y'all, the King Bull Light Rider 2.0, we put it to the test. and it seems like a really nice bike. The 20-inch fat tires and the shocks really help kind of cushion the blow through my bumpy yard as we drove it around. But I'll have everything down in the video description below to their website and all that. It's kingbullbike.com. You can check out this model and several other models that they have available. And big thanks to King Bull for sending me and Daphne this bike. We love them, so thank y'all so much. Y'all check them out. I'll see you in the next video.